You are watching SCAC Soccer Media Days. We are here in Shreveport, Louisiana with Centenary College head coach David Orr joining us today, along with junior midfielder Kellan Klaus. Gentlemen, thank you for joining us here this afternoon.
Thanks, James.
Coach Orr, first let's just start by telling us kind of what your expectations are and what you're seeing here going into 2013.
Well, the expectations are very high. We have a very talented incoming newcomer group, mixed mostly of freshmen. And with those that are returning, since we returned the core of last year's team, I think we're everyone in preseason training camp is expecting to have a successful season.
Coach, tell us a little bit about, you mentioned how you had a young team last season after losing a lot of seniors from the year before. Tell us what you're seeing from some of your returners so far as they maybe take on more leadership roles or more roles in general as they are back for a new season.
Well, I think the first thing that you're seeing out of the returners is just the lead by example attitude. They've embraced the incoming guys. They're continuously working with them, dialoguing with them, finding opportunities to mentor them, while at the same time creating inclusion with that group. So, this group returning is kind of returning almost like a veteran, although it's still a young team. Our returners are returning very much like a kind of a savvy veteran team.
Kellan, I turn to you. You guys have been going along preseason. Just tell us through your eyes what you've been seeing so far on the pitch and what you've liked that you've seen so far this preseason.
So far, I've seen a lot of good talent come out of the newcomers, and especially their ability to attach to what we're talking about and the style of play we're hoping to play this season. On top of that, we're having a lot of good team chemistry right off the bat, which is really good. A lot of the newcomers are mixing really well with the returners, and it's looking like it's boding well for the season.
Coach Orr, come back to you. Your team last year finished 4-0 in the regular season, including wins over the University of Dallas as well as Colorado College. Tell us, does that momentum kind of carry over into the new season, finishing so strongly and being able to start a new year playing so well at that point?
Well, we're certainly expecting it to. Last year being a young team, the dynamic that was interesting was the ability to bring all those young players into the fold as leaders. And, we had a rough start to last year, kind of came to a head, and then all of a sudden, kind of the light bulb goes off, oh yeah, this is what we're here to do. And it was very good, like you said, with a nice winning streak towards the end of the season. And I do believe that does carry over. I do believe that the returners feel that they're going to be able to match that at the beginning. And with these newcomers, are very talented. So it's at a place right now where it looks very promising for our 2013 fall.
Also in the SCAC Media Days, here with men's soccer coach David Orr of Centenary College and junior midfielder Kellan Klaus. Kellan, tell us a little bit. What are some of the team goals you guys are hoping to accomplish this year? And then what are some goals you are hoping to accomplish individually?
Okay, well, team goals for sure. I think that any team can say this, is to be competitive in conference, and our eyes are set on a conference championship. A lot of us are really putting in that drive to get our team ready for that and be competitive when we get to the conference tournament. And then individually, I want to get my mental game to where I can be composed in any situation on the field. That's the game plan for this season. That's what I've been training on all summer, just in the tougher situations. How can I control myself better as a player? Because I think that's the best way that I can help the team move forward.
Coach Orr, tell us some individuals that have really stood out to you thus far in the preseason. I know we're early in the preseason right now, but what are some players that, again, have stood out to you, and who are you expecting big things from this upcoming year?
Well, truthfully, it's kind of a combination of players, positional type players. We brought in 3 freshman goalkeepers this year. Probably not the most ideal thing for every college coach to do, but the competition value between the three of them is pretty high. So I think that's going to yield a pretty solid goalkeeping scenario for us. Brought in some very high quality midfield and attacking players. It's kind of tough to pinpoint on one just because of the fact that it seems like we've got a cast of characters that are easily interchangeable. I'm just very excited about the depth of this roster. It seems like the parity with the talent has gotten very strong in just 1 year. And so we're very excited about the upcoming season.
I'll finish with this question, and it's geared towards both of you. For Centenary to be successful this season, what are going to be some of the keys for you guys to have a successful season?
Let you answer that first.
Okay. I think one of the biggest keys is uniting the newcomers with the returners. We've got 11 returners and 14 newcomers, and that is key to us facing adversity throughout the season, because as the season goes, every team knows this, you're going to face adversity in one fashion or another. So the sooner we can continue to develop this team unity and to strengthen it, the better we'll be looking throughout the rest of the season.
Yeah, and I'll echo that that togetherness, that ability for these 25 guys to get on the same page, model themselves after each other is very important. But on top of that, I think the biggest part of our strength this year is going to literally have to come from what all coaches say is consistent play. We've got to not have an up and down season. We need to kind of start building and progressing from that. Don't really mind the plateaus so much. Don't want the valleys. We want to just kind of keep on moving forward.
You have been watching SCAC Soccer Media Days, live here from Centenary College. Coach Orr, Kellan, thank you so much for joining us today. Good luck this season.
The Southern Collegiate Athletic Conference, a conference of good sports.